I'm sure most of you in this room know what the Convoy of Hope is, especially since we go to school in Springfield, Missouri. That's where it's based out of. All through high school, I volunteered for them, so I'm very aware of this organization. So that's why I kind of wanted to pick it, is because I'm really knowledgeable of it. Today, I'm going to be talking about what exactly the Convoy of Hope is, who is behind this worldwide organization, and where exactly they help out. First, let's go over what exactly it is. According to the official Convoy of Hope website, the mission is to, we exist to feed millions of people in the U.S. around the world, and through children's nutrition initiatives, city outreach programs, and disaster response. They were formed in 1994. It turned into a global movement right after that with the help of churches, businesses, government agencies, and volunteers. That's pretty much what it is everybody volunteering. Something else that I found really interesting was its headquarters were based out of Springfield, Missouri. They kind of said on the website it's because of I-44. It's really easy to get all the way across America using I-44, and it's the crossroads of America. Put it on the map. Hopefully everybody knows where Springfield is. Now let's talk about who is behind this organization. There's a management team for organization, and it consists of the founder, the president, the vice president, the VP of supply chain, communications outreach, and there's many more. I kind of just made like a top 5. There was like 20 job positions. And then there's also a board of directors, and they establish policies, set budgets, oversee operations, just kind of like any big organization. You would obviously have a board of directors. And then on here I put some awards that they have received. They are the recipients of a prestigious 4-Chain Charity Award, which they got from Charity Navigator. And on Charity Navigator's website in 2012, it was reported that 89% of profit went to supplies, like 89%. So I think that's pretty good. And then another award they received was the Best of America, and that was by the Independent Charities of America. Richard Durbin is a U.S. Senator, and he quotes that, "Your wonderful work reaches across racial and economic lines to those in need, and it is a great accomplishment." Partners of Convoy of Hope, they aren't just one organization. They have many partners that partner with them, and they also raise money that goes towards supplies. And some of them are Bass Pro, Del Monte Foods, which is like a brand of canned foods, FedEx, Extreme Makeover Home Edition, Hand of Hope, Home Depot, Nestle, O'Reilly, P&G, and Tom. And I just made like a top 10 kind of. There was a bunch more. And finally, let's talk about who they help. They provide help across the United States and across the world. It's not just the United States, which some people think that because it's just based out of Springfield, Missouri, that they would only help the United States, and that's not true. They provide meals and clean water in places like El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, Kenya, Nicaragua, and the Philippines. In the U.S., they do 50 community events, which thousands of volunteers help out with those. And pretty much what that is like a food drive. You get free groceries, you have job and health fairs, and then there's activities for children. And in 2012, the Convoy of Hope embarked on a 50-state compassion outreach, which had 50,000 volunteers and 5,000 churches help out. And reported on GuideStar's website, recently in the first year, they helped 127,000 people with that. And they're also known as a first responder for tragedies like tornadoes and floods like Joplin. I know Convoy of Hope helped out a lot with that. And it's because we have fleet and tractor trailers, 300,000 square foot warehouses. They have a good command center, and then they're able to get places really fast. And then the first disaster arm was started in 1998 for Tropical Storm Charlie, where they went to Texas to help out. And then they also respond to fires, tornadoes, ice storms, power outages, earthquakes, tsunamis, and floods. According to top charities, by the end of 2009, Convoy of Hope had responded to 168 disasters so far. And then, as I bring this to a close, I would like to touch on how important this organization is. Just think about Joplin, and if we wouldn't have helped out, just imagine how bad Joplin really, I mean, it was horrible, but it would have been even worse. So today I talked about the Convoy of Hope, who's behind the organization, where they help out, and what exactly it is. So, thank you.
5:20, Lindsey. Thank you.